Well, there is a not-so-spooky Halloween event happening this weekend that involves trick-or-treating alongside our favorite zoo animals. That's right. Niabi Zoo is hosting its annual Boo at the Zoo. Joel Vanderbush is with Niabi and back in the studio with us now. Joel, welcome back.
Well, always great to see you.
Yes, thanks for being here today. It's a big weekend. You guys have been working really hard, I know.
Oh, absolutely.
At the zoo, preparing for everybody. Families really enjoy this event every year. Lots of people come out, more and more every year. So talk about everything that goes into putting this together.
Oh, we start planning for this long in advance, and of course, with the weather looking really great this weekend, we always prepare for a lot of people. We know that people are going to be parking not just in the parking lot, but we have like lawn parking and all kinds of things. So we always ask that people be patient with our teams who there's going to be longer lines and all of that, but it is worth it when you get in there.
They have to expect that, right? It's gonna be crazy, and I think even when the weather is not really nice out, you guys have a lot of people.
Oh, we do. We do. Yeah, we'll definitely get a lot this weekend though, and of course there's just so many great things that are happening at the zoo. Not only are we looking at new exhibits like our prairie dog exhibit and the 24 trick-or-treat stations that are going on, but we will definitely be having a new experience that no one has ever had at Boo at the Zoo.
Yes, so you're talking about the escape room. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes,
okay, so this is very, very cool. So where is this happening at the zoo, and where did you guys come up with this idea to do an escape room?
So the idea of the escape room really came from a conference that I attended, and another institution had done an escape room experience, an outdoor escape room, and I was like, hey, that would be really great. And so my conservation education team and I sat down and we laid out a plan for our Escape from Wonderland experience. So basically it's going to be in our Discovery Center.
Okay.
So when people come into the zoo, it's immediately to the right.
Okay, got it.
So it'll be inside the Discovery Center, inside our conservation classroom, and in our outdoor classroom as well.
So you're using all of those spaces.
We're using all of these spaces to create 5 little areas that they have to solve puzzles to get out of and to move to the next section. And then when you get to the final one, there's going to be like kind of a big celebration, and it's going to have a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, so Escape Wonderland, so there is an Alice in Wonderland theme with this. So are we going to see any of our Alice in Wonderland characters?
You bet. We'll have Alice and the White Rabbit, and of course the Cheshire Cat. I think we'll have the Caterpillar, the Mad Hatter.
The Mad Hatter, my favorite.
Yeah, tea parties and all. So no, it's going to be a lot of fun with that, and of course just the fun puzzles. It is family friendly. I know sometimes when people go to escape rooms, they're like, I couldn't escape. And this should be pretty good, but it'll be fun for children and adults to go through this experience. It'll probably take about 25 minutes to go through it, so we are asking people to pre-register so they can do that online, and there is a fee, a small fee. It's $5 per person, which is better than that Skellington Manor one, but I love that one though.
Don't let Scott hear you say that.
I know.
Scott, we got Scott coming up next. So Boo at the Zoo, there's going to be plenty of family-friendly activities already, but then you have this Escape Wonderland event. You did say register for that, especially if people are trying to stick to a certain schedule for the day or certain times. The best way to stick to that and pick your time slot is by
Absolutely, because only 10 people can come through at a time. Right? And so we want to make sure that people pay attention to those times, especially if you're going to pick one of the early times, you got to wait in that line to get into the zoo. You need to plan ahead to say, okay, how long do I think I'm going to wait in line out there in the parking lot before we can get in so that we can get to our escape room.
This is all good information for families.
And then one last thing is, while they can pre-register, if there are time slots open, they can buy those at the gate to fill that if they
So if you decided something that you want to do while you're there, go ahead and check and see if there's some spots open or some availability.
And that will be available at the admission booths themselves.
Okay, wonderful. Also happening both Saturday and Sunday, Animal Enrichment Art Show.
Oh yeah, so it's our final one of the year.
Final one of the year. So I know you've talked about that on this show before, but for anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about, kind of explain what to expect.
So as part of our animal enrichment program, which stimulates natural behaviors with animals and gives them, choices to do some different things and stimulate their mind, painting is often one of those things that they get to do. We do have some new artists I'm super excited about. Those painted dogs right there, that will be brand new artwork.
Oh, wow.
This is the first time they've participated, so we're really excited to have some of their art available. And so, yeah, the art sale itself all of the proceeds, 100%, goes directly back into the animal enrichment program.
That's great.
Which helps to stimulate that animal behavior.
And how
so it's
cool.
really
If you
worthwhile.
have a favorite animal at the zoo, I mean, how cool to have like a piece of artwork that they created. It's just so unique. And we want to remind everybody that this is our very last weekend to enjoy the zoo, as it does close for the season after a full day of events on Sunday. Just talk a little bit about what happens in the off season at the zoo and all the different things that you guys are working on.
Oh, sure, because of course people know that we've been under construction with that snow recovery, but we are full on into that construction right now, working on those new cat exhibits, the eagle exhibit, so that construction will continue throughout the winter and into the spring. But we do have a really great event. Our Breakfast and Brunch with Santa Paws is coming up on December 14th and 15th, and people can actually register for that right now. That's right on our events page on the website. So that'll be a couple of great days to still come out to the zoo and see some animals in the winter. So
it'll be here before you know it. Yes, I did see it on the calendar today when I was on the website. So if you want to purchase tickets for Boo at the Zoo ahead of time or register for the Escape Wonderland experience, visit the website we were just talking about. That is niabizoo.com. Joel, thank you for taking some time and being on the show today.
My pleasure.
It's going to be a fun weekend.
Indeed.